Hello, we're back
Hello.
for another race. Alright, so quick recap. Aloha just won game 1. We are going into game 2. This is a best of 3, so if Aloha wins this game, then he wins the round. Or the... what do you call it? The matchup. I don't know, he wins, basically. If Jim wins this race... Yeah. If Jim wins this race, then it goes to a third race.
And it's 4x2, right? So we could be here all night.
Yeah? Maybe.
I can hear
Right.
Cubs in the back going like, wait.
Yeah, this just goes forever. Alright, they are off. And as far as I'm aware, since the start of the last race, they have not removed the intro cutscene from the game. So, rip. So, how's it going, chat? It's going? Nice.
I think that I'm going to take this time in the intro and go to the bathroom, so...
It's a good idea. Have fun.
I'll try.
Friday. That is one of the days, yeah. One of the days of all time. Oops.
I'm back. Did anything exciting happen while I was gone?
Nope. It's Friday.
It is.
We found out it's Friday.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's true.
It is the 27th of January today. 27 is a number, a pretty cool number. It's a power of 3 cubed. Pretty cool. Oh hey, it's Link. It seems that this time, Jim is the one who starts off ahead.
Yeah, the big lead.
Yeah. Pretty suspicious. Right. And they are going. Look at them go. They are swimming.
Will they get the big roll?
Ooh. I think Jim got it.
Yeah, I think Jim got a better roll at least.
Yeah. Solidifying his lead. Right, once again, first thing you do in the morning when you wake up, you go and put your clothes on. After you've had your morning swim, of course. And roll in the dirt. You go and get dressed. And then they do a save warp. Alola is in the lead. Oh my goodness. This is insane.
Who will get the better aerial RNG? It could make or break this race. No waves. Perfect RNG for both runners.
Insane. Telescope, oh my god. They will use the telescope to zoom in very far. Ooh, Alola. Having some trouble aiming.
Jim retaking the lead.
Yeah, wow. How the tables have turned. Right. Once again, must go and get the sword from Orca. But how do you get the sword from Orca, I hear you ask? Well, you attack him with the sword many times. And the faster you do it, the faster your run is. and the faster your run is, the more likely you are to win the race. So that's what they're going to do. But how do you do that? Well, they're going to hold specific directions on the control stick to get the fastest combos. I'm going to hold away from Orca and then towards him on the last 2 hits. Except the very last hit. That was interesting. Jim apparently did something wrong there. Right, and then after these quick spins, they're going to try to go for what's called quick parry, where if they do this parry in a 2-frame window, then they can activate the second one faster. Jim got it again. Aloha did not get it. Jim is very good at quick parry, apparently.
So Jim takes the lead back.
Yep. Oh, Aloha messed up a jump attack, I guess. Jim is zooming. With their newfound power in the hero sword, they will chop down these trees which otherwise blocked their path.
And it like lets him get through an invisible wall as well, but that's not important.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. And once again get this magic red rupee in the log that appears out of nowhere. Side hop into the trigger to cause the bokoblin to run towards them. Grab a few rupees from the grass as well. Ah, they are both much richer than last time. Alright, Aloha got the quick combo there.
Loa making it. Oh, and Loa getting more rupees.
He is a rich boy. Oh my god. She got kidnapped. Well, that is mighty unfortunate. That is such an inconvenience to everyone involved.
You'd think that after so many years of this game being out, we'd figure out that if we do this, then she gets kidnapped, but no.
Yeah, I mean,
Getting
you'd think
kidnapped.
she would figure out to not stand there. But no, she just still does it every time. Pretty stupid. Like, we're just trying to save Tetra. She's the one who gets herself kidnapped. Right. They now get the shield. Which will be very not useful.
What do you mean the shield isn't useful? It's used to on the final hit of Ganon.
No, that's a different shield.
Yeah, but this one would do the job too.
It would. You would see that if you watched my 7-hour low percent old dungeons run. Probably the only time someone's beaten the game in vanilla without Mirror Shield.
Why would you want to do that to yourself, though?
I didn't. I was forced.
Oh, you're forced to play a video game against your will?
Yeah, by myself.
Oh, I see.
By the way, these guys have now left Outset. That's pretty exciting. Progressing in the game. Hey, Nico's still here. So this is Ropes 1. Nico will demonstrate how it's done. Like a professional. Very nicely done from both.
After all that, Jim is just slightly ahead.
Yep, by 4 seconds. Right, and now this is very important. They are climbing this ladder, and they're trying to do it fast. Because how fast they are on this ship will matter in a couple minutes. Because these lights, we want to avoid them later, and they're moving about. And you see them moving during this cutscene, and they are actually moving, and their cycle will not be reset. So how fast they are mashing through this cutscene and the movement on the pirate ship will matter for making a fast cycle. The tightest time difference in the tournament so far, I believe, was probably my race against EJ, where EJ was ahead going into Ganondorf, and then I was ahead at the end.
But like, was it close? Cause
Yeah,
he just fights.
I mean, he lost quite a bit of time in Ganondorf. I think we ended up like 20 seconds apart.
I could have sworn there was one that was like really, really close. Like
There
5
might have been.
seconds.
I don't really remember. Eric and PK, maybe. I will try to see. Anyway, they're in FF1 now, and they're getting this Gossip Stone, which is important for later. And then after they're going to roll up these stairs and try to make it past these lights on a fast cycle. So I want to grab these rupees and then make it past the lights and up these stairs without getting caught. Right, Jim made it. And Alois looks good as well. And then Jim is going to do window jump, where you jump into a window. And now they climb up this ladder to kill this Womba Goblin, which is important to deactivate this specific searchlight. Aloha not having great goblins here. He does have a nice rupee count though. And so does Jim. Nice.
Both of them succeeding at ropes too.
Yes. We need rupees to buy the sail later. Costs 80 rupees. Right, and you see they are putting on the barrel and then taking it off, and using the power of the barrel, it lets them get past the moblins. Ooh, Aloha nearly got caught there.
Yeah, that was a bit scary.
So when you take off the barrel, the game still makes the moblins not see you for a while. So we can abuse it. Okay, got their sword back. Alright, that was a pretty tough boss. Oh, Jim got a 1-frame jump attack there. Just move a bit closer to the door.
It's huge.
Yeah, and he avoided that rupee to keep his nice rupee count.
If a getting the rupee would have actually helped him so much. That means you don't have to get the grass rupees.
Yeah, it's fine. He'll just get 11 flower rupees.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
as he
knowing
does.
Jim's luck.
As he does. Yeah, Jim has managed to keep his lead through FF1. But the beginning of this run, there isn't usually too much time to save or lose, so they're still pretty close in the grand scheme of things. So we are at Windfall now. The next goal is just to buy the sail to Dragon Roost, get the Wind Waker, and then we can break the game. And the first thing we're going to get, well, this part of the run, after we get the Wind Waker, is basically just go around, collect all the items we need to beat the game. The first one we're going to get is bombs. And bombs are located on the pirate ship, which normally you need to go to Greatfish, activate Endless Night, and then the pirate ship is at Windfall, and then you can get the password and enter. But we're going to do something a bit different, because when you beat FF1, the game is put on a special, it is put in a special state where the pirate ship is at Outset Island when it's not supposed to be. It's only specifically the first time you have loaded the overworld after beating FF1. So right now, for both of these runners, the pirate ship is at Outset, but if they reload the world at all by entering a building, or drowning, or save warping, or something, it will be gone. So the goal is to go get the Wind Waker, and then go to Outset. Nice.
Oh, with the big jump up to the...
That was crazy. Great, they're doing some sailing. They're doing some sail pumps. When you pull out the sail, it gives you a little boost. You do it over and over again, it gives you many little boosts. Jim was not tempted by that red rupee.
Struggling though. That red rupee could be clutch.
Yeah. If you fail barrel game.
Or if it's just on the way.
You don't really need it. I mean, I guess. If you can get it without messing up barrel game. Alright, they are at Dragon Roost. Gonna get the Wind Waker. And the Wind Waker is very cool and hype. It will let them do storage, which is a fun glitch, which will let them super swim and do cutscene skips and walk up walls and a bunch of fun stuff. And so the first thing they're going to do is get storage, which is done by performing a Wind Waker dive, by pulling the Wind Waker at the same time as they climb a ledge. They will fall off the ledge, and then they cancel it frame perfectly to get storage. And then if you pull out the Wind Waker with storage, you go into camera lock, which lets you do a super swim. But here they're going to do what's called double storage, where before activating camera lock, they're going to store this text box from King of Red Lions and get storage again, as you see Jim is doing right now. Oh, did not quite get storage that second time, but he got it. So now this text is on screen, and if you cancel the text box that's on screen that you stored, it will give you back storage. So Jim is now super swimming, and he has storage again, as is Aloha doing right now. So that means he can go and store something else. What is he going to store? He's going to store a chest on this island. This is Crescent Moon Island, and it just has a chest here out in the open, which is very convenient for us. Because when you store a chest, it alters your collision, which will be useful for getting onto the pirate ship. It also made the screen go dark, which is not important, but that is a side effect of storing this specific chest. It will go away in a second. So because Jim, his collision is altered, he can get an air refill on this platform. And an air refill means he can charge as much speed as he wants without fear of drowning, which will let him swim all the way to Outset Island.
But there is always the fear of voiding.
There is, but it should be pretty unlikely if they do it right. Right, and there is the pirate ship. Should not be here, but it is because the game said so. And now with chest storage, you can just run up and enter the ship. Aloha will be doing the same. Pretty good swims from both of them. Him climbing up the rope. Oh, Jim has failed. He just waited a little bit too long to do that jump for the regrab. Unfortunately, just jumped straight off the rope. You look at Aloha, he's gonna jump off and regrab the rope. That's what Jim was trying to do, but he just waited a bit too long. Just like that, Aloha is in the lead. So now they both have their bombs, and as I said before, you're supposed to get this at Windfall. So they're going to save warp from here, and the game is going to just put them at Windfall because that's where it assumes they should be. Alright, so that is the first item on the checklist of items. The next one is the Deku Leaf. So they are going to do a double storage super swim to Forest Haven to avoid soft locking with a intro cutscene to the island. Because the game usually does not like if you try to watch a cutscene in camera log. Although having trouble getting this second storage, but he got it. Right, Jim saved back a good chunk of that time just from storage. And also Windfall has a very convenient air refill spot just underneath the dock, so it lets them build up a lot of speed. Now, because they had double storage, they will store the cutscene, as Aloha just did. And Aloha is going to be trying to do what's called a ledge clip, but in camera lock. So he's going to climb this ledge and get pushed out of bounds by this bomb. And since he is still in camera lock, it lets him build up a mini super swim to swim under the island into that loading zone. You see Jim has just done the same, but not in camera lock, so he is going to have to slowly swim across, like a loser. Not really, but it is a bit slow. But it is going to let him damage down on this Octrock. Whereas Aloha just damages down using bombs. So Aloha is going to be going for the Deku Tree cutscene skip. So the way this is going to work is he's going to try to activate the cutscene and void out at the same time. And the cutscene is activated by killing all of these chews. So what he's going to do is he's going to get storage before knocking the chews off. And that is going to put them in a weird state where they are like infinitely just moving towards these walls. And you can't kill them in this state, but you can push them through the walls. As you see Alola is doing, just kind of rolling into them, pushing them with bombs. And so once they go through the wall, they will fall out of bounds for a while, and then after a bit, they will eventually die. So this just lets us basically delay the cutscene from starting, which is useful because it will let us go over to the Deku Tree and set up in order to get crushed by the Chin. And wow, Jim's Chew setup was just so much faster than Alola's. He is now ahead again. Jim having trouble side hopping though. So now Alola is ahead again. Jim really cannot side hop apparently. Oh my god. Right, so Alola's setting up, trying to get crushed at the same time. Jim doing the same. Alola's worked. Jim's looks good too. Yep, both of them got it. And now, they go for the zombie hover, which is why they were damaging down. So Alola just killed himself with a bomb, and then done a jump attack during a small window where you can still do an input after you've died. And that lets him repeatedly do jump attacks while Link is dead, to gain height. Jim's doing the same.
And Alola should take a little bit more of a lead here because the setup that he does is a bit faster than Jim's setup for the hover.
Yeah, Jim's setup is a lot safer. So you see, they want to grind against this tree, but Jim's setup gives a slightly more lenient angle, but it means that he'll have to grind against this tree for longer. But then Alola has just got his Deku Leaf. And the reason we have to do a zombie hover here is because normally you need to use the grappling hook. And we do not have the grappling hook, nor are we going to get it at any point during this run.
I miss when any percent got the grappling hook, and you had
Yeah.
to pull it out a lot.
Alright, Jim has got his leaf. So Alola is like 30 seconds ahead-ish. Alright, the next goal is to get a quiver. And I'm just now realizing I forgot to ever mention why we got the quiver last time. But, oh well. It's a secret. But we are getting a quiver. To do that, they are getting double storage again to store a chest on this raft. And this chest storage will let them clip into a fairy fountain. And Alola just walked through the wall.
As you do.
Yeah, that's what I do whenever I come across a fairy fountain in real life.
think Jim might have actually had the angle to get in there, but
It looked like
risk it.
he had the angle to get stuck behind the vines.
True.
Right now, Aloha having trouble getting out of the vines. No, the chew got him.
Well, the good news is he doesn't have to damage down at Helm Rock at all.
True. Right, and Aloha just got what's called peg storage, which is a very awkward storage spot where you roll onto that peg. And with much more specific timing than usual, you can get a Wind Waker dive. Right, Jim escaped. It seems like Jim has maybe forgotten that you can just do a normal jump attack to escape that. So you can see on Jim's screen, the peg storage is quite awkward. Right, he got it though. And Aloha has gone to Private Oasis. For no other reason than there is a convenient chest here to spawn. Or to store, even. Ooh. Aloha really wants to keep this text box. Right, and we have now got all the items we need, so we're just going to Forsaken Fortress to head to Hyrule. Right, Jim started his super swim here much later than Aloha did, but seems they seem to be basically tied now. Yeah, this is like exactly the same. Ooh, Jim got stuck on the rock. Alright, he got past though. Yeah, this is crazy. But like,
Jim takes the lead.
Jim takes the lead. Oh wow.
And the clean clip up.
Nice. With the power of chest storage, they can just completely skip everything here. Just jump through everything. Alright. This race is pretty close. So the reason we're here at all is because after you do Helm Rock and you go into the loading zone at the end, it triggers a bunch of cutscenes which takes you to Hyrule. And since we have all the items we need, Hyrule is where we want to go to beat the game. Yeah, Jim had a pretty good super swim, and also Aloha had some unfortunate leafing at Cabana.
Isn't Alola like fully damaged down? Like that actually makes a difference now.
Yeah, true. They're even closer than it looks. Oh, Jim only has to damage a quarter. Alright, so now... Oh, Aloha.
Oh?
Oh! He's gonna do it. This could be huge. Aloha going for the Helmarok Super Swim.
Where's EJ?
He's doing it. He's doing it.
Will he make it behind the bird? No.
Wow, that leafing was a bit close though.
Did that even save time?
Doesn't look like it. He is damaging down for no reason as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We missed the clip. It's all going wrong. Jim had a clean Helmarok skip. And Aloha is throwing rocks.
Getting all of the rocks that don't have any hearts in them.
And he's damaging again? What? What is he doing? Why does he want to be at such low health? He's saving? Does he not know any other setup?
What is this? What is this?
One lower, you can do it. That ain't it.
I don't know about this one. What?
No way. No
What?
way.
Huh?
Yep, that's how you do it. That's how you do Helmarok skip. That was great.
Yeah, new setup just dropped. Because normally for that setup you want to go to the right side of the pillar, not the left side. And didn't he just like walk back?
Yeah.
Alola said in his own chat, what?
Insane. Well, that was fun. Aloha had quite the journey there. Yeah, Aloha, he may still be losing, but now he's losing with style. So now that they're in Hyrule, the plan is to go to Hyrule Castle, go to the other side, do barrier skip, because yes, barrier skip has been found for this game, believe it or not. Go to Ganon's Tower, do some crazy stuff, and win.
Ah, yes, most importantly, win.
Yeah, they're both gonna win. Alright, so Jim is gonna get damaged by this barrier, gonna get knocked back, and then he's going to pull the Wind Waker frame perfectly to cancel the infinite knockback. And he's going to do a very precise setup to be in a specific position with a specific angle. And then he's going to try to frame perfectly drop a bomb on Link's head. The bomb will fall with such velocity and such power that it will push Link out the way, and it will push him through the barrier. And he got it. The Jim is now on his way to Ganon's Tower. Let's see if Aloha can do the same. Aloha does a faster setup, so he could save back some time here, if he gets the first try. Alright, Jim's going to be doing trial skip. He's going to do a bomb roll clip. Jim is just absolutely insanely consistent at that. I feel like I've never seen him fail that. That is a frame perfect roll. Speaking of frame perfect, Aloha finally dropped his bomb on the correct frame. Got the barrier skip. And Aloha is going to be doing a slightly different setup for a different roll clip. But he too gets it first try. And with some leaf pumping, he can make it to the loading zone easy. Right, and Jim got his light arrows. And the reason we got the quiver earlier is because if you just get the light arrows, you can't actually use them. You need a quiver. Jim missing a few light arrow shots here. That's fine. Right. So they are about 2 minutes apart right now. But they have to do puppet cannon, which is a pretty difficult fight. There's a lot of sniping with the light arrows. So
Nothing can ever go wrong.
yeah.
Hopefully Alola
Alola,
to get a
yeah.
heart before.
Hopefully he remembers to kill that moblin as well. I think
Yeah.
he does a weird strat here. Yeah, he just mauls that guy the whole way up. And he gets a skull necklace
spoils bag.
for good luck. Alright, Jim going into PG first phase. See if we can get these snipes. Good snipe. Good snipe. Ooh, just a little bit high on that one. Very good first phase though. Then Jim is going to try to get a double hit on this spider phase. Nice.
Without the pause buffer.
Yeah. So Aloha just has some wild strats in Ganon's Tower. And then it's taking some damage because there's another zombie hover coming up soon. Snipe. A very good Puppy Cannon. Oh, I spoke too soon. Okay. That was a bit scary. He was at a quarter of a heart.
Yeah, you can just die there, and then you have to redo the whole fight.
Alright, that was a really good fight though. Aloha having a bit more trouble on first phase. He got it though. No issue. Now Jim has to get to the top of this room, but he doesn't have the grappling hook. So he's going to do a nice setup to clip through a chain to skip the first requirement, and the second one he's going to shoot a fire arrow at a morph through the ground. And hopefully if the morph bounces far enough, it's going to burn the pot lid so he can take the warp pot. But the issue with that is that how far a morph bounces is random, so it's only a 1 in 5 chance. Oh, Aloha did not buff a crypt shot. Great, no first try morph for Jim. And no second try. So he's just gonna
go for the hover.
Yeah, do a zombie hover instead. That's unfortunate. So again, just a 1 in 5 chance, and he did not get either of those two morphs. And so you can reload this room to try again, but he is opting to just do a safer strat where he basically like suicide bombs this warp pot to open it and then respawn. And there is a strat, because one of those little pots has a fairy inside it. So there is a strat where you land on the fairy during that pot lid opening cutscene. But it's a bit tricky. So Jim just doesn't go for it. And they can only do 2 shots there because there are only 2 morphs which can work. And so once those 2 morphs are dead, they have to either reload to try again, or do a zombie hover to get up instead.
Now the moment of truth for Aloha.
Yeah.
If he gets this, and I think he might be ahead by a little bit, but it'll be really close.
Yes. A little bit. I kind of hope Aloha doesn't get it and then gets the fairy hover. We'll see. Okay, actually Jim is still ahead a bit. Right, not first try for Aloha. We may see the backup hover. Yeah, alright. And I know Aloha does know the actual fairy hover. Alright, so he's going for it. In the meantime, Jim is setting up Morph Hover. He's going to stab this Morph at the same time as it grabs onto him. And then he's going to use the leaf to get it into position. And while he's doing that, let's look at Aloha. So Aloha's going to drop this bomb in front of the warp pot, so it blows up the warp pot and this fairy pot at the same time. This is not going to work. Yeah, he was too low down. He got knocked by the bomb. But you see that fairy. Ideally, you blow up that fairy pot and then fall and land on it and get healed during that cutscene. Instead, he ended up essentially doing the same thing Jim did. And now Jim has got his morph in place. He's starting his hover. And because he... Oh god. No!
Oh.
Ooh. That is unfortunate. Wow. Jim just could not mash there for a second. Well, I was saying, the morph normally would not drop a heart if you shoot it with the bow, but because he did the sword thing, then it thought it got killed by the sword, and so it dropped a heart. Right, well, I mean, they're still pretty close, but Aloha is ahead now. Let's see how Aloha does. Alright, that morph was not good.
Bad morph. And now it's all tied up.
And that morph as well. Well, none of Aloha's morphs were working. So now Jim is ahead. That morph did not want to cooperate. The way these morphs go is pretty much random. So now Aloha is ahead again. That morph is not ideal, but it will work. If Jim gets a good morph, then he'll be ahead again. Just from morph. That... Yeah, oh my god. They're literally tied, but on opposite sides. This is insane. Jim has got his morph up, though. It took those leaf blows much faster.
Lowe's is also up.
Aloha is... Yeah, that was interesting. Alright, wow. Come on, Jim. That was crazy. Jim really hustled for that morph hover. That was like actually one of the fastest morph hovers I've ever seen. That is how you come back from a mistake. Oh, Aloha tried to bring a safety morph, but he just yeeted himself off the edge. Probably shouldn't have gone for that anyway, given how close this is. Like, he needs all the time he can get.
I mean, I think you could also have the mentality of like, it's worth getting the morph just to make sure that you don't die. If you're
Yeah, I guess.
winning is the other person dying.
Yeah. So yeah, Jim had... I mean, he failed morph hover, as you saw, but yeah, he really brought that back. So this is close. I know Aloha has some tricks up his sleeve. He knows one cycle for Gandalf. I don't know if Jim does. So he can save back however much time that is.
He's behind roughly 30 seconds right now, so...
Yeah. It won't save back that much, but...
that plus a couple
It
of
would
bad
help.
swings?
Yeah. We'll see. It is definitely feasible for Aloha to come back from this. Like, Jim is definitely in the lead, but it is possible to mess up on Gandalf a lot. Alright, let's see.
The moment of truth.
And they're both on one heart as well, so one hit will kill both of them.
Put it the way. Ah!
Okay. Not the fastest ever first cycle from Jim, and very scary. He came very close to getting hit. Let's see what Aloha does. Aloha got the hits for the one cycle, didn't... Ooh my god. Oh,
Oh, no.
rip. That was unfortunate. And Jim finishes it out. GG. Aloha actually got the damage for the one cycle, but then couldn't talk to Zelda in time, and then just got comboed. Jim had a very clean fight, except first phase was not perfect. But with that, it is now 1-1, and we go to a game 3. A rare game 3. We've only had a couple game 3s so far in the tournament.
Myself and EJ had a game 3.
Yeah, let's see. Looks like there's been 3 so far. You and EJ had one, Nimzo and Jim had one, and PK and Zor had one. But now we have another. Yeah, that was a wild race. That was really close.
All right, gonna take another 5 minutes or so. Get up, stretch, get some water. We'll see y'all back here in a few, and we'll finish this up.